Welcome to NBNR, the authority on unfiltered opinions and authentic player insight for Nebraska athletics. Connect with us on Twitter, Instagram, and at nbnrpodcast.com.
We have the saying, no block, no rock.
You know, we just really love Otter. He's a junkyard dog.
Kenny Bell ran up to me. He's like, you know what you just did?
You get mad when you go get in the portal and go to another podcast?
You know, usually dumbbells are in pairs. They had 5 dumbbells.
Dang on it, Muhammad!
GBR.
Kyle, dang!
Nailed it.
So good. God. All right, guys. Here we are.
Oh, boy.
And no. It's okay. It's going to be a great episode. We have a lot to talk about. I did have a script. A lot of it is, I'm not going to say it's going to go off the rails or anything, but it's okay. We're going to make it work because we do this every week. Damn it. We are not amateurs.
Every week.
We are not rookies. All right. Let's go around the table here at the Nebraska Brewing Company Tap Room, 108th and Harrison in La Vista, Nebraska. I myself am sticking with my heritage. I am proud of it. Us drunkards, I'm sticking to the script. Farrell's Irish Red. I love it. Never,
of course.
It always makes me happy. Brings me back to my roots. Really, it grounds me as a person, you know? Like it really helps me get in touch with
Makes you feel at home.
myself. Yeah.
I'm embracing the full ginger in me.
Yeah.
After all this time.
He's like, after I tried to dye my hair in the 5th grade, now
My mustache.
I'm embracing it.
For the record, didn't do any of that shit before. I saw the cards I was dealt and I said, fuck it. Just
own it.
Whatever, dude. Thanks, God. Love you too. Connor, go before I say too much.
I'm actually drinking something new. That's not true.
That's
I'm
not-
drinking the Pilsner.
You got me for a second.
I know. I was hoping. I knew Mike knew I wasn't because I made that joke earlier.
Yeah, and I called him a fucking liar.
He called me out immediately.
Fucking liar.
Yeah. No, I am drinking the Pilsner again. Kyle, what are you drinking? The
I-
only one in glassware out here, by the way.
Yeah, okay. So for those of you that are following this Nebraska Podcast Award show,
And when is that again?
August 19th,
Okay.
here at the brewery.
Oh.
We're working on the promo. We've got all the graphics for everybody that's registered. The registry closed on February 17th. Technically, that just means that if you join in on the award show from here on out, you're just not going to be like you're not going to be in the
Welcome to NBNR, the authority on unfiltered opinions and authentic player insight for Nebraska athletics. Connect with us on Twitter, Instagram, and at nbnrpodcast.com.
We have a saying, no block, no rock.
You know, we just really love Otter. He's a junkyard dog.
Kenny Bell ran up to me. He's like, "You know what you just did?"
You get mad when you go get in the portal and go to another podcast?
You know, usually dumbbells are in pairs. They had 5 dumbbells.
Dang on it, Muhammad.
GBO.
Kyle, go
That's
Big
me.
Red. Indeed. Let's do it again, fellas.
One
Fuck
more
it.
time.
We're doing it
One
live.
more time.
Take 2.
Take 2.
Sorry, we had technical difficulties. So if you're listening
Fine.
to the video version of that, you'll probably see us doing the same exact thing again. But audio, it will sound perfectly fine.
We are, after all, amateurs. Go Big Red indeed. No block, no rock. Episode 29 of season 3 at the Nebraska Brewing Company tap room once again. Never fails, always here. I went with the Irish Red from Farrell's, sticking with and I'm saying it again because it's still true, even if it's the second take or the 50th take or the 300 millionth take. I am Irish. I'm going back to my roots every time I get it. It grounds me as a person.
Just getting ready
Yeah.
for St. Patty's Day,
It's
right?
my
Exactly.
it's my comfort
Just
zone.
warming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only day that they don't knock on gingers, right? Is on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
It's the only fucking day.
You get
Every other
one
day.
day a year.
Every other day.
Don't be so-
364 days of shit.
Hey, at least you get one.
Hell
You're welcome.
for me. All right.
I will not make my joke again because it wasn't funny the first time. I am drinking the Pilsner yet again. Kyle, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a special edition of the Taco Vesa. For those of you following along to the Nebraska Podcast Award Show, we have finalized the registration. You can still join in, but you're not going to be a part of this like promo video we're putting together and things like that because we're past the point of no return. So this was poured by Kim actually while we were recording her little portion of this promo video. So this one's special, and I'm the only one with glass, so that makes me even more special. On top of that,
Those podcast awards you mentioned. When are those again?
August 19th here at the brewery.
Okay,
Sweet.
and it's free for anybody that wants to come spectate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So all your favorite podcasts,
That's
all your
insane.
favorite radio shows, like we look, not to spoil a whole bunch here before the promo video. We've got 14 podcasts and award shows all registered to be here. Some really big names, some guys that are just getting started, guys and girls just getting started. So it's going to be cool. So if it's free for if you just want to attend.
I don't see why not. You know, enjoy some beers and let's all shoot shit together.
Yeah, you got to come heckle us.
Yes.
Right.
Hell yeah. Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm drinking the Prickleberry. I alternated between my favorite beer, the EOS, and the Prickleberry. But the multiple takes, you know, I blame Connor.
Why the fuck would you blame me?
Why not? Why not?
What did I do?
Nothing. It's me. Whenever you put a camera in front of me, you know there's gonna be more than one take. So
Mushmouth.
that turned into a lot of pregame beers, and so here we are on to a different beer, which was the starting beer of the day. So, anyways, boys,
Yeah.
let's talk some Nebraska ball.
Listen, before you get too deep, okay?
Oh boy.
I just want to say.
Oh my
look,
God.
Look, just let me fucking say this.
say that we were wrong.
I was dead wrong. Fred Hoiberg, I am sorry that I doubted you. I said that I insinuated it. I didn't say it, but I insinuated
You
that
full blown said it.
maybe you shouldn't be the head coach for Nebraska ball anymore because you just didn't win enough. Well, let me just say, he has been winning games, so that has I'm allowed to change my opinion based on, hey, are you winning now? So I'm sorry. I apologize, Fred. I doubted you. I doubted your governor's son, Sam. I'm sorry. My bad. Let me just say that.
So the Huskers have won 4 of their last 5. And on that episode, I believe that was the Elijah Herbal episode, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember getting yelled at for defending Fred Hoiberg. And I want to say, it feels
You were
pretty
not
damn
wag.
good.
You were not getting defended for. You were not getting yelled at for defending Fred Hoiberg.
I said this team was better than you thought it was.
No,
and you called me wrong.
That's not.
I know because
what
I
you
watched
said.
the clip like yesterday.
That's not what you said.
That's
not what you said.
That's not what we were like.
Hey, hold on, ready? Context, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, the context of losing to Purdue was like, this team's better than you think it is. And then I got yelled at, and I believe the exact quote was, this ain't Pee-wee.
No.
This ain't Pee-wee. And yet here we are with Nebraska with a chance. And this is a long shot. Long shot. If they win out and get a couple wins in the Big Ten tourney, could go dancing as a 16 seed.
I doubt that.
It is an incredible long shot, but if it is there.
Hear me out. If they win out, they are the Big Ten champions, and then they get to go to the Big Ten. They get to go to the tournament. That's obviously not happening.
Mike hit you with the actually.
If they win out the regular season and win a
Context.
couple in that Big Ten tourney, they might sneak in as a 16.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I attended all these four. Well, three. No, yes, four. No, all the home games.
Mike's
I went to
a
all the home
real basketball fan.
Thank you. And you guys all sitting here had an opportunity to go with me to the game yesterday, which
two of us were working.
I would say that I wasn't. Kyle was doing stuff for the vid, so you're welcome.
The podcast,
yeah, doing stuff.
And
so
not COVID.
yes, no,
yeah, easy.
yes. The video for the promo for the award show. But I'm just telling you right now, the crowd for No Sit Sunday was absolutely electric. The way that this team battles through adversity when their backs are against the wall has just been mind-blowing to me. I just, everybody sitting at this table, including Connor, doubted this basketball team. I mean, honestly, we all talked about it and we're like, okay, this team is likely going to
lose every game.
Lose out.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
And what they've done with these role players that have just seriously, Casey Tominaga, Sam Hoiberg, Derek Walker just finally cleaning up his act and stop turning the ball over.
Derek Walker's balling.
I mean, he's playing like a grown-ass man. And to me, that has just been so fun to watch. And that's all we want. And we just want a good product on the court. And with these guys, these role players, some of them can be back next year. Obviously not Derek, not Sam Griesel, your true starters out for the year. But, I mean, you still have some pieces that you can build around because Hoiberg will be back next year.
Yeah.
And you mentioned what I think to be probably one of the coolest parts of this team right now. They're calling him the Japanese Steph Curry. He's wearing number 30.
Oh,
Keisei Tominaga.
He is a dog.
Tominaga.
Oh.
What did we say? Over his last 5, he's above 20 points a game.
Hey,
we didn't do the exact.
You know what
math
we
on it.
haven't done in a long time?
What's that?
Keisei Tominaga, you are the junkyard dog of the fucking week, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
That man is just going nuts.
He's fun to watch.
And it's funny, Mike, in that list of role players, you did say Casey, and it's like, well,
he didn't start.
He was a role player for a really long time, and then you got the dudes that got injured, and it's like, oh, more playing time, and you had number 0 not hitting shots consistently. So hey, let's play this guy. Is he going to Japan? Is he going to stay? If he goes back to Japan, you would think he's going to have hella opportunities in pro ball.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's like,
but he did before this year. Like,
yeah, but especially now that he's actually playing regular minutes and
but you know how
those
Japanese athletes,
Olympic team.
Yeah, you know how those Japanese athletes are though. When they come to America, they're like gods. Like think about it. I mean, like obviously a much smaller scale, but like Ichiro.
Well,
I mean,
and now even more so.
Yes.
Now that when he goes back, because he's gonna go back eventually, but yeah, like and then you have Derek Walker. When Derek Walker isn't turning the ball over, he's really good. When he gets going downhill, and like he's a smaller dude, but once he gets going downhill, it's almost unstoppable. Yeah, man.
I just respect
Sam Hoiberg. I mean, Jesus Christ, who would have thunk?
Wow.
I mean, free throws go in the hole. Consistently.
We've talked about this a lot.
Steals.
First one in, last one out.
Junkyard
Real glue
dog.
guy.
Coach's son.
White.
Well, where is the pause?
He is the new mayor or governor, whatever we want to give him. He is fully embracing those Hoiberg genes. I'm just telling you that now. He really is. I am mind blown by this guy.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I don't know if you guys saw the press conference after the game, but he and Derek Walker were talking to the media, and Derek was going into how like they get mad at Sam Hoiberg in practice because he pisses them off because he is so scrappy and in their face and just he's a tryhard. He's a coach's son, fucking gym rat type of kid, and he's showing it on the biggest stage in the Big Ten Conference against teams that are much better than him, athletes that are way better than him. It's so fun to watch. Effort.
Yeah, that's a 5-star heart.
Yeah,
5-star heart.
You know,
walk on. Nobody's walking on Sam Hoiberg.
Hell no. And if you try, he's going to steal it from you and lay it up at the other end in overtime.
That was the most glorious thing. Like, I was watching the game by myself. My wife was upstairs, like, watching some TV show.
Good.
I was down there fucking screaming at the TV. I was loving it.
When Kyle texted the group chat, I don't remember exactly what you said, but
it was a roller coaster for me.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very aware.
Oh, no.
But as the clock was ticking down, I got Kyle's text, and it was just in all caps. And I was like, I remember thinking, like, Kyle might have a heart attack. He might actually die over this.
It literally went from me texting the guys, and it was like, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And then it was like LFG. And then it was like, here we go.
I've seen this story before. Yeah. I got 3 words for you. Could have been there.
Could have been, but I'm working on our brand, Mike.
That's true.
It was
branding specialist over here.
You could have been branding Casey Tominaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, like you were saying, it was like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, the start of that second half was atrocious. It was so bad.
So yeah, they were up 9, and then Maryland goes up on like a 10-0 run, and I'm like, God damn it! Just when you thought, maybe they have something going. So I wouldn't say I gave up on them. I gave up on them, but I'm like, there's no way. Like they just blew it. Like this was their best chance. Wrong again. Wrong.
And Maryland was hot. They were just as hot as Nebraska coming into that game too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just got done beating Purdue.
Yeah,
the number one team.
Maryland's a gritty team.
They
really are.
We talk all the time about like the all bus team for the football program. This is something I look at all the time. You just look at Nebraska basketball going up against some of these other teams, Maryland being one of them. And I'm like, there's no chance that these guys are beating these guys. And then they just come out with all heart and they win.
Well, the difference is we actually had a crowd presence there, a 6th man on the court. It was so funny that number 10 for Maryland.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw his free throw stroke. It was terrible. And the student section was chanting, "You suck! You suck! You suck!"
That's not good sportsmanship.
That was fucking hilarious. Going back to what you guys talked about, you want that like intimidating.
Yeah, you can't be soft.
This dude missed an air ball or missed a free throw so bad that the student section was chanting that he fucking sucked.
Hey, what's worse? Boo! Or you suck.
You literally suck.
Like, what's worse? I don't want to.
You suck.
Yeah, that's
way worse.
That's right there.
That was hilarious, and I did not partake. Just a heads up.
Hey, good for you. There needs to be a sign behind that rim just says your mom's disappointed.
No, instead there is the guy, and we got to give him a shout out on the pod. Here's our free plug of the episode. The guy who even got a free plug from Matt Rule himself. Behind the hoop, taking his shirt off, big belly, hairy belly.
Silly.
The guy's there every week, and seriously, every game he's there, and he just does not give a fuck. He gets the crowd going. And then a special shout out to Matt Rule because we needed that extra like hump in the stadium for that almost overtime run there. And they just flashed Mr. Matt Rule on the screen. Electric.
Sure.
It was so awesome.
To the point of the guy taking his shirt off. The broadcast, they showed the guy with his shirt off. Yeah. And Nick Baugh was like, "Oh yeah, they gave out free hoodies, so it looks like you might just be changing there." This guy was not.
No, he does it every week. And the stadium, like the camera crew that does the Husker Vision stuff, they show him 4 or 5 times a game. He fully embraces it, and it's fun. I mean, they just have fun, and the student section was really great too. So
yeah. So Mike, I have to assume that as of this season, this most recent game against Maryland ranks as your number 1 crowd atmosphere.
No.
I
think it would have been a few years ago.
For this season.
Oh, for this season? Fuck.
I mean, I'm sure Purdue was.
You know how fun it was beating Iowa, though? And
yeah, that's fair.
We were supposed to have a guest tonight, and that was a topic I wanted to talk about a little bit. is embracing that Iowa rivalry a little bit. And so I wanted to get into that a little bit, but
which we still can.
We still can.
Yeah.
But I would say my favorite win still, the best game I went to was yesterday. My favorite win was Iowa because I have fully embraced the rivalry against Iowa.
Good boy.
Yes. Yeah. I hate Iowa.
Jesus.
And that's how rivalry should be.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Before, like, Jared, you can go into it a little bit too, because we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, Nebraska fans didn't respect it. It's not a rivalry, you know?
Well, it
Not
wasn't
at
a
first.
rivalry because we couldn't beat them.
No, even at first.
Now we're beating
I'm talking
them.
about it at first. Like,
Yeah.
we just didn't, we didn't give a shit about them.
Yeah. And Nebraska was still like beating them. So it wasn't like I was just kicking our ass. Like they had Bo. We had Bo.
Yeah.
That was beating Iowa. It was just no respect. Nah, you guys think you could. You're not worthy. I was not worthy of being our rivals. We have 5. How much do you have?
Right.
0.
Which
It was
is
just that.
Still accurate.
Still accurate.
Just in case any Iowa fans are listening.
That hasn't changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into that because it shouldn't be like too long, I don't think, but the Athletic did a poll of Big Ten fan bases, and they wanted to know, all right, each fan base, what is the one game that you do not want like rescheduled or messed with or fucked with this expanded, conference? Each Nebraska and Iowa said each other. Iowa said Nebraska, Nebraska said Iowa.
Black Friday.
So like, we don't need to pretend anymore.
No.
No.
Well, I made a joke like a few months ago. Nebraska and Iowa are like 2 ships in the night passing each other. It's like you could bomb each other, but no, you just pass each other and fucking get after it. And now that Nebraska's finally won, it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now we can definitely say fuck you guys.
We shot at him once.
Yeah, so yeah, I've always been, because of course with the standards of Nebraska football being as low as it's ever been, it's like, what right do we have to refuse a rivalry from another program that on paper, as it stands right now, is better than you? Iowa is a better football program right now.
They
As of
caught
right
those
now, yeah.
L's, though, in
Well,
basketball
of-
and football.
Of course they do. And even with their atrocious offense, like literally the worst in the Power 5, they still managed to get those 8 wins. So yes, they are still a better program than Nebraska right now. You can clip that, whatever, clip it, whatever. But yeah,
I'm not clipping it.
hey,
No, fuck them.
if there's
Make
anyone,
them clip it.
yeah, fuck them. If there's anyone out there still doubting this rivalry, just stop fighting it. It's here.
Yeah.
It's here to stay. Can't fight it. Embrace it.
I'm not fighting.
So my question is, do you think that rivalry holds the same weight across all sports? Because to me, that rivalry is pretty much specifically football.
I don't know, Mike. You even said basketball game.
No,
You see that? You see that black and
You-
gold
You
with the
see that
with the
fucking yellow
that-
in your stadium, and it's a sea of red.
If I got, yeah, sorry, go on.
But yeah, I mean, you see the yellow, like the specks,
the piss
or
yellow.
like, or like in the football, football. We'll go there real quick. Like when I sit in the south end zone, the away section's in that little corner there, and you got the fucking let's go Hawks. Fuck you, fuck you.
That dehydrated piss yellow.
Same thing in PBA. You got the little sprinkle because we don't have a away section in PBA, so you just
No.
have the sprinkles of yellow all over the fucking place. Looks like little corn curds.
Hawks.
Yeah, and it's
Let's
go Hawks. Yeah. So that is why that basketball game was my favorite win, because I have fully embraced that shit.
Mm.
And I'm done with it.
Good. Well,
Plus, fuck Fran McCaffrey too. Like fuck him.
basketball. Fuck him.
Too. Fuck him.
Fuck Jordan Bohannon. Even though I think he retweeted us once. Fuck him.
Daryl
He
is
did.
Daryl is not going to be happy with this
Dude,
episode.
Dude,
so
I don't
mad.
give a shit. We're not on Facebook.
Sorry,
We-
Daryl.
Okay. I guess the next thing that we can talk about is Nebraska baseball, I guess. Just
Fuck.
listen, this
It's a
whole
tie.
weekend, a lot of strikeouts, a lot of shoddy, not shitty, even though it's shitty too.
Yeah.
Shoddy pitching, same as last year. In the 4th inning alone today, I think they couldn't even, they were on their 5th pitcher.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yo,
And let's even get away from pitching. How many men have been left on base in 4 games?
the first 2
Just
games,
an unbelievable amount.
the first 2 games, you had so many opportunities. You were drawing walks. You're getting guys in scoring position. Could not get a timely hit. Just like last year, you had guys fucking striking out looking. It's like, this is the same team as last year.
Swing the fucking bat.
In the last 2 games, they did that.
Yeah.
You know, you score 9 runs and you score 16 back to back. It's like, okay, your offense seems
You're going to win, right? You scored that many runs. You're going to win, right? Oh, wait. No.
If you told me today going into this game that the Huskers were going to score 16 runs, I would have bet my rent on the Huskers. I would have bet my rent.
How much would you have bet? How much would you have bet for a baseball tie? Tie.
If
they
feel like
tied.
the odds would have been like super heavy, so like $5 to win a fucking million.
They tied in baseball. A game
I
that,
didn't even like,
if you don't have a travel curfew, goes into extra innings and doesn't stop until you score a run and the other team gets their chance and doesn't. Like, what? Press it.
Guys, I want to take us back in time really quick.
Jesus.
Last year, we lost the first series of the year, and we were like,
and who did we play?
Sam Houston State.
Right? Yeah. And I said, don't sweat it.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, don't sweat it.
Yeah.
And you said, don't sweat it. And you said, don't sweat it. We all said, don't sweat it. I'm going to stick to the narrative, even though the season didn't get any better last year. I'm going to say, don't sweat it. You're playing a team from California that gets to play a lot more baseball than you, who was very good last year. They lost a lot of their best players, though. That kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, don't sweat it. It's the first series of the year. Hopefully, the things that were the problem with the pitching is just simple tweaks. But otherwise,
this is the part. This is the part where we get our revenge. Me and you. I'll sit on his cross. Excuses. Here comes the other side of the table with their excuses.
Hey, this is Mike. I never said this shit.
Hey, we got bit in our ass with basketball recently about just fucking closing the door on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to close the door on it after 4 games. It's a long baseball season.
Kyle, does it not feel really good to be on this side of the table right now? It feels fucking great.
What do you mean?
Oh,
are you guys right?
How
Like
the turntables.
The baseball season's done. You guys are done.
I'm not saying
we suck. We're done.
So when we have hope, it's just
naive. Your hope
but when
is
you have hope.
Your hope is close hope. My hope is
Mike.
Let's hope
what
for
is
the next
record?
series.
Hold on.
You just said we played San Diego, who lost a lot of their key players. We are 0-3-1, and you're like, nah, that's fine.
I didn't say it was fine. I said
You said it's not.
don't sweat it yet. Is all I'm saying. I will sweat it if we're 2 weeks from now and we're fucking 1-10 and 1, of course, because we have a tie.
Don't forget that one at the end.
Yeah.
Then I'll be the one banging the fucking drum. Yeah, we fucking suck.
boom.
But until then, it's one series. I know you guys don't watch a lot of baseball on that side of the table.
I watch a fuckload of Husker baseball.
You just hit a nerve there.
Well, no,
What do you
Kyle, I know
mean?
Kyle doesn't.
I don't.
I know Kyle doesn't.
Kyle, it does feel good to be on the side table right now.
All I'm saying is you just said it, Mike.
Yeah.
We said the same thing last year.
Yep.
We watched the whole thing unfold all year last year. You're saying the same thing this year.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
So, Mike, what changed? What
Oh,
so
you
again,
stop.
we started with Don't Sweat It last year, and we saw just
Okay.
I won't call it shit.
Listen.
but it's something akin to.
I'm not going to
We had a lot of
defend.
injuries last year, though.
That's true. I'm not going to defend everything Mike said. There were some things in there that it's like, okay, fine. But like with you guys, motherfuckers, you guys wanted the year 5. And listen, No, don't. Okay, revisionist.
Don't even fuck.
Go to the tape. Go to the tape.
Yeah, I think there was context to that as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you had 4 years of shit context. This is 4 games in a baseball season.
My exact statement leading into that season
It's a whole
was that
year.
if we lost to
It's a whole season last year.
North Dakota State or Georgia Southern, I wanted him gone, and he lost to Georgia Southern. He was gone.
But guess what? Will Bolt has already had more success in his career at Nebraska than Scott Frost ever had in his entire tenure at Nebraska.
And what was that? Like a regional appearance?
I'm just saying.
Well,
he won more games than he lost in a season. End of story.
Well, you won the Big Ten, and it's like, all right, maybe Bolt's got something going here.
He has a Big Ten championship.
And how many
You
years
know
ago
what
was that?
Scott had?
Well,
Nothing.
well, yeah.
Look, I'm not getting into this with you. I'm just saying. You said it yourself. We get bitched at all the time.
Hey, I understand. And 2 weeks from now, like I said, if we're 1-10-1 or some shit,
then fire Bolt.
I'm not gonna say fire Bolt, but I'm gonna say the season's done. Like we're fucked. Like I'm over it. I'm not gonna follow it because I don't care that much. I'm a professional baseball fan. I'm not like a huge Husker diehard. I was this weekend. I watched it, but
that's unfortunate.
I'm not going to watch piss poor quality baseball. It's just not going to happen. But I'm not going to sweat one series, the first series of the year in California, on the road.
Yeah, I mean, it's Nebraska always does this. They always schedule in the West or the South, and like they always seem to fucking just they don't play outside enough. Okay, well, figure it out, motherfuckers. Quit with the excuses.
Go to UBA.
That's why when Mike said that's what they're in California, they haven't played outside. I'm like, shut up, Mike. I don't agree with that. Then quit fucking doing that then. Because that's 3 losses and 1 tie on your resume that you can never take back, you can never get back. I don't know. Just find a way to not use that as an excuse anymore. That's been the excuse for Nebraska baseball for a long time.
Well, and it's funny, you mentioned the West and the South, and where do we head next? Southern Alabama, right?
Southern Alabama.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So West and the South is where we start the season.
And Nebraska is the San Diego of the Big Ten. So quit with the excuses.
People say that.
Quit with the excuses. Yeah, you never heard that before?
Meanwhile, there was a blizzard,
It's crazy. But it is concerning because a lot of the issues that we saw this weekend were the same as last year.
To a T.
There was better offense, but it was just the strikeout. Listen, Bolt ball. When I say Bolt ball, and we talked about this with Marcuso when he was in your basement. Bolt ball. Put the ball in play. You have speedy guys. You force the defense to make a play. Because in college baseball, the defenses are not as good as professional players. So put the ball in play. Force them to not make an error, right? But with what I'm seeing from this team, it's fucking just dingers, and they're hitting home runs. And I'm like, I don't think that's sustainable in college baseball. And that's not Bolt ball. It's not. There's how many times during that Big Ten championship season was like, I can see an identity here. I can see, okay, Jackson Hallmark, speedy guy. He's got cool power. That's cool. But he's really fast. Joe Acker gets on base a shit ton. He's going to get your walks. He's going to get on base. You had Roscom fucking hitting dingers. That was his thing.
Yeah.
It's just there was each guy and they had their role and they had an identity. With this, it's just kind of a let's either strike out or hit a bomb, and it's like, well, I just don't see it working this year.
There's a lot of young pitching too, so let's give it a couple weeks. We got like 2-3 episodes, then we'll go into it again, and then you guys can fucking burn me over here. But I'm just saying, let's pump the brakes. It's baseball. Fuck.
Look, no one's over here saying that the season's over.
That's kind of what you're saying over there.
No, I'm just the argument that we always get shoved down our throat.
I didn't say we were close to winning.
No, but what you did say was the same thing that happened last year is already happening, and you're like, don't.
Yeah,
that was me.
It is literally the inverse of what normally happens.
I just said last year
from the two guys who are normally on the receiving end. We're both like
last year. I'm going to take us back to last year. I said, I think we all said, don't sweat the first series, and obviously it didn't work out. We had a lot of freaking injuries.
And Kyle and I learned.
Yeah, and you learned in that year. You guys learned. You had a lot of growing in that year.
No, we learned from baseball to be like, oh, well, maybe this is indicative of how the season's going to go.
It could. It could. But if you guys really think that, I'm going to start calling you guys Juan.
Oh,
geez.
Don't use naming names. Don't you
Mike,
dare.
just take the L.
Okay, this is the last thing that I really have. Proposals to shorten college football games. Did you guys see this? Did you guys hear about this?
I actually did not. So
Let me read this quote.
Educate me.
Let me read this quote.
Thank you.
So there's like 4 total proposals. The first 2 or whatever.
Who's proposing them?
It just said college football executives. So people with money.
Okay.
Probably commissioners
who have never played the sport, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Just regardless.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Probably.
What are the proposals?
All right. So in a third proposal that is garnering wide support, the clock will continue to run after an offense gains a first down, except inside of 2 minutes and a half. In a more controversial fourth proposal, The clock will continue to run after an incomplete pass
What?
once the ball is spotted for play.
So
What?
The
it's like
clock
the
will
XFL.
continue to run after an incomplete pass.
It's
Why?
like the XFL.
I'll let you guys just.
Okay, so read me.
I can't.
The third proposal that you said has wide support. Read that one back to me
The
again.
clock will continue to run after an offense gains a first down.
Okay,
Basically.
okay,
Basically.
sure. I get
Like
sure.
the NFL.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine.
in college, if
So-
you get a first down, the clock stops.
So my offense is now relying on the chain gang and the refs to get
Yeah,
like-
to spot the ball.
no.
better
Fuck
fucking-
that. They're not. No.
It's an amateur sport. So, no.
Yeah. What then? I want.
Amateur
I
sport.
want these refs out there running drills with my team to make sure they're in shape and get that fucking ball put in place. So I'm not losing time. So I like that can cost games.
I don't
and
think
then-
they care. But go on.
I know they don't care. And the fourth proposal, at the risk, I'm just before I say anything too offensive, just an absolute no.
That's insane.
Just
That
an
last one. That
absolute
last
no.
one's wild.
Mike's open to
Okay,
this.
I'm not open to it, but I know where they're coming from because the XFL is kind of an experimental football league.
Mhm.
And I
Sure.
will say the quality of football that I saw this weekend was excellent.
Pretty
DC
good.
played really well.
It was
and Seattle
excellent.
played really well too.
But the
Ben
ru-
DiNucci.
But I'm not even going to like who played well. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the rules that they have implemented in the XFL.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of the shit is coming from. Because once again, the people who have never picked up a football or never picked up a baseball bat are trying to influence sports to make things shorter, right? People that are, so if I shorten baseball, is it going to make you guys, Kyle, is it going to make you want to watch baseball more because if I shorten it by 10 minutes?
No.
No. Same with football. If you're not a college football fan, because go to these pro cities, there's not a lot of college football fans in these pro cities, right? It's not going to make people want to watch college football.
Yeah. Okay. I should preface this with they want to shorten games because all of this is in the name of
Don't say
Player safety.
Player safety.
So
Of
this
course.
isn't about
That's called
attracting
an
more
excuse.
viewers.
No, it's called an excuse. Player
Don't get-
safety,
it. You're saving seconds to minutes.
the pussification of football is what that is. Player safety. That's the excuse they use for everything. How is making the game not stopping the clock on a first down going to make it safer?
Okay, so
How?
I agree and disagree with what you just said. Player safety is paramount. We want our players to be safe. No one is out here hoping
Speak
these
for
kids get
yourself.
injured. However, Jesus. However, Mike, like you just said, the rules that are being suggested, if you show me how these are going to improve safety,
They're not.
it's not about safety. If you make a rule that is actually going to, empirically, make the game safer for these guys, sure.
I'm not in on that.
I'm willing to sit here and listen to it. I'm not saying immediately let's do it, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to listen to the proposal.
Targeting,
Yes,
roughing the passer, all
exactly.
these things that they've done
Yeah.
to pussify football has honestly made the game longer. So if you want to shorten the games, let's just stop throwing flags for stupid shit.
I'm willing to listen to the argument on something that actually impacts player safety. These proposals do not seem to affect that in any way. I think that's fucking stupid.
Here's their goal. This is what their goal is they want more time to run off the clock so there's less plays.
Right.
I
It
understand.
And if
limits
there's
the
less plays,
possibility.
then that's less blows to the head. Like technically it would be.
Yeah.
And I'm not
In a
agreeing with
round-
this.
No, in
but-
a roundabout sort of way, I see what you're saying.
Right.
But again, like you're saving maybe a couple minutes on the game.
Hey,
Maybe.
Guess where the craziest football injury of all time has ever taken place?
Are you asking like what?
The
The
play style?
NFL, who already has these rules. So that's not going to make you safer. You're not going to have a stroke or a heart attack. It's not going to prevent that. If that shit's going to happen, it's going to happen. Okay? If you're going to get a concussion, you're going to get a concussion. They've already built protocols in to protect players with concussions, technology and helmets, etc. If you want to protect players more, fuck these turf fields and put in natural grass. There you go. You want to actually protect players? Do something like that. Don't try to shorten the game by 5 minutes. What is that going to do? Nothing.
So to your point about turf fields, I've had this argument a lot recently. Turf fields are fine. It's just the slit turf fields. Those are the ones that need to go. And in the NFL, there's only 4 left. And of course, one of them's in Indianapolis. So Jim Irsay, sell the fucking franchise.
Yeah.
But no, turf fields are fine. But like, again, like you said, there are other things we can be doing to help player safety that aren't shortening the game. Like the game, again, like you said, we're going to save maybe 5-6 minutes total play time on this. I don't see that really creating that large of an impact.
Well, they're not getting rid of media timeouts. You know that.
No, God, no. They need their money.
Yeah.
So
Is this a good time to go in an ad read?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Make it really quick though. Make it really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, and it like, I don't know, just thinking of the old heads out there. That includes me because I'm old. It's just like, then what's the point of like running the damn ball anymore now? Like if the clock's gonna keep running after an incomplete pass, like what's the point of even running the damn ball?
This would kill
This makes
a
me
team
sad.
like Iowa. This would
Yeah.
literally
It'll kill the Big Ten.
a team. Yeah, I mean the Big Ten as a whole, but especially teams that are that pro style, control the clock, take the ball.
Yeah.
Like I guess you can still run the ball, but
But the
like,
advantage is gone for running the ball against a team.
There's
that's
no
set to pass
advantage
it.
because you could be the freaking Chiefs of college football and just throw dinks and dunks all game, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be the same thing.
I throw a 60-yard Hail Mary and it just hits on the turf, and oh no, the clock's still running.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, you can just launch it in the air, like.
And I would imagine
There's no more risk to running that incredibly quote unquote risky offense anymore. There's no risk.
Usually these things are like there's circumstances though, so like inside 2 minutes, if it's an incomplete pass, the
Yeah, there
clock would
was something
stop.
in there about
I
that.
would
Yeah.
imagine that's how it's going to be, but still, because then if you're if you're trying to really run the clock, you just throw the ball 80 yards out of bounds and just let the clock keep running.
Yeah.
Throw it out of the stadium.
Yeah, because that takes way more time than a QB kneel.
Right.
So I pray, and God knows this will probably happen eventually, but I pray this doesn't happen to college football because it's like the purest form of football.
I will say if the incomplete pass rule was going to be implemented, I want it retroactive to 2009. So the
there we go.
Yeah.
Why
Connor got the quote of the day.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I want it retroactively applied.
Yes.
Why the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's end it there.
Fantastic quote. That was.
Do we have anything else? No.
I mean,
Not really.
honestly, it's
Just hold
let's talk about one thing with football.
Man, I just can't get over what you just said.
It was so
know,
good.
right?
That was so good. But I want to segue it into Nebraska football really quick. Can you fucking believe that people are upset that players were outside pushing sleds in conditioning?
Wait,
Yeah,
who's
People are
upset?
actually pissed about that?
Who's
Yeah.
upset?
People are upset.
Are you on Facebook again?
No.
Get off of
Yeah.
Facebook.
No,
No,
who was the former player? Who was it?
There's
Wait.
there's people. I think there's a player or two. There's people in social media that are talking about how you get your players out in the snow. Oh my!
Who the fuck said that?
Where
Was it Shanley?
I had to ask,
Probably.
whoever was mad about this, I really want to ask them, where do you think the University of Nebraska plays football?
Where do you think half of the NFL teams play football?
Do you think the University of Nebraska doesn't play football in the snow?
And do you think that Matt Rule had them out there for 2 hours?
No.
Probably not.
No,
No, he was out there in shorts and running around himself. Like,
So he wasn't out
he's
there
out
very
there.
long.
No.
Yeah.
no, like one of the tweets that I saw was like God, for the life of me, I can't figure out what the former player was. But anyway, he was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are real hyped about the team pushing empty sleds across the snow. Like, I guess so. I'm hyped." I'm like,
I get what he's saying. The whole people overreacting and like
Yeah,
it's the off
'Cause
season.
it's cool.
yeah,
but
hype.
yeah,
That's all it is.
I was just like, dude, I don't
we know. Listen, we just want to make it clear. Like we know it doesn't translate to dubs.
No.
Yeah.
Like we
No.
know that. But I don't think it hurts either.
It's very fitting because the guy who's leading it just came from the NFL, so he knows what is it at the next level. If you're going to prepare guys for the next level, and it was funny because you had like the Florida guy, what's his name? That linebacker from Florida.
Borders?
Yeah. Chief Borders is tweeting about, this ain't Florida or whatever,
Yeah.
And he's got all these people in the
Say
comments
what?
tweeting about it, right? Guess what, Chief? If you were to somehow make the NFL,
Pull up, Chief.
that's where you're going to be playing. So
Let him cook.
Yeah.
if you can have Matt Rule prepare you at Nebraska for your probably 20-minute sled push,
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Wait till you play Black Friday when it's -10 out.
This-
Dude, yeah.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to use the Jared quote again.
Oh boy.
This is the Big Ten. It ain't Pee Wee.
This ain't Pee Wee. And look, Matt Rule's even said himself, like, if you don't want to come to Nebraska because it's cold, like this isn't. This sport isn't for you. Like this isn't for you. And you know what? That's fine. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Go to San Diego or something.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Where Nebraska loses. No, but he's like, yeah, if he's always talking about the next level, the bigger picture. And most players, even though a lot of players don't make it to the NFL because it's really, really hard, he's always thinking about, okay, if you want to play in the NFL, if you're going to play in Kansas City at fucking Arrowhead,
if you're going to play in Buffalo,
if you're going to play at Buffalo,
Green Bay,
yeah,
like
Detroit.
Hello,
there's a lot of teams that are going to play in the snow.
Like, I'm doing you a favor. Matt Rule's like, I'm doing you a favor by having you play here because it's going to prepare you even better than playing in Miami. The Hurricanes for 4 years, you know.
Well, and again, this isn't even about preparing you to play in the NFL. It's preparing you to play in fucking Nebraska.
Yeah, it's literally preparing for you to play in November.
Yeah.
Here.
Weird.
And hopefully in December.
And that's a great way to end this episode.
No word.
That's great.
That
Okay.
honestly, that's a great way to end the episode because, you know, you got to play the harp. Just imagine
December.
playing football after Black Friday.
Wait. Games matter in November? I thought we were just watching it for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're watching it so we can change the rules because
I'm sorry, the rules?
Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
Is that the end?
that's the end. Let's sign
That
off.
was good, Kyle.
Thanks.
Okay.
As always, follow us on blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was going to say that,
All right.
but then you played that. I thought you played that
Yeah.
after. Anyway,
No, that's good.
No, it's because I said rule. And whatever. Who
you
cares?
guys fucking eye fuck each other all the time.
I didn't even
Sorry.
look at him.
Sorry. I know that's how good it is.
I know.
I can just feel it.
Ugh, I just got to chill at my fucking spot. Okay, go to nbnrpodcast.com. We have stuff there.
We have merch.
We have stuff and things. Go there. I promise there's stuff there. We are on Twitter at NBNR Podcast, TikTok, Instagram. What's another thing? Facebook. Oh yeah, sorry. At NBNR Podcast for all of those sites.
Go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube.
we have a YouTube.
subscribe.
That's a thing.
Come
if
on,
you're
guys.
listening and you have a YouTube or a Gmail account, please go subscribe to our YouTube. Even if you like to listen to us on Spotify, we still would appreciate the subscribe. So
Yes, go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review, please. It helps us with the algorithm and all that shit. We really appreciate it. Let's sign off, guys.
Yep.
One of your hosts, Jared Hall.
Mike Delaware.
Kyle Byers.
And Connor Cavalack.
As always, GBR.